What is going on, everybody? How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Hey everybody.
Oh
I'm
my
actually
goodness.
here on time today.
I know you were on time. Stina was, way early, but I think she's taking a nap, so maybe my loud voice will wake her up because I'm loud all the time anyway. Um, and I'm with you, Wally World, on this THC crap. It is way, way out of control. Um, I really, I really do not like the fact that this is, I know that it's getting pushed back against, but I can see now that we'll be like out somewhere vaping, not bothering anybody outside a restaurant or something, not blowing clouds, and somebody's gonna walk up. That'll kill you. It'll put you in the hospital. Blah 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 blah. And
Right.
I don't mind explaining to people that it's not the vaping that causes it. It's all this crap that these people are buying, trying to get a certain feeling, and it's not right to like condone the whole market because of some bullcrap. Hey Richard, hey Ian, Timekeeper, Breeze, etc. etc.
Hey
Um,
everybody.
uh, Here, but don't know for how long. Well, RS, you better stick around for a minute here. Let me get into some stuff. Oh, first let me lock this and turn it off because I have the V-sticking VKsma, which I know is a weird name for a mod, um, but that's what it's called. Obviously, this isn't a real like review or anything, but this is gonna be my first impressions of it and stuff. I'm gonna switch over to the build cam now. The stuff that's in my box obviously won't come with everybody's. I mean, I actually have a sample anyway, so don't think that you guys are going to get all this stuff. I do think that it does come with two ADAs and also a rebuildable RDA. I think those three things come with it. So you'll get two of the normal coils, which look very similar to the ones that come with the IPV, but they are not interchangeable. Know that now before y'all think, oh, I'm going to buy this and I'll use the the ADA from the V stick over on my IPV Mini. It will not fit. I'll prove it to you, but it will not fit. Trust me, they're a different size thread. Won't fit. Um, so let me switch over to, let's see, the build cam. There we go. Here is the box that this comes in. I like this fair price luxury product. Um, fair strike, fair price luxury product. So this is the box that it comes in. Here's the actual instruction manual. I'm gonna show y'all some stuff in this that if some reviewers would pay attention and read this, they might not have any issues, but there you go. Here's the two ADAs. One of these is a point 0.3, the other one is a 1 ohm coil. The
You know
mod
you're
sits
you're
here.
you're asking a lot for people to read stuff.
Well, apparently, because some people just take mods out and bust them up without reading the manual. Um, that happens. So inside down here, you will get your USB cable, which I've already pulled loose. All these spare things that y'all are seeing, you're probably not going to get, but you should get one pack that's got a couple of coils in there. Now, one of these is a Ni211 coil, nickel coil, and the other one's a stainless steel coil, and then they give you some cotton to wick it with. This is one of the rebuildable guys right here. And I'll show that on camera. And then you get a little tool in here, a little three-way tool. Um, Now, when you first get this mod, it's not like any other mod that I've used before, which really threw my mind for a loop. Um, Here's the mod itself. Now, this is the gunmetal slash carbon fiber. There's like 4 or 5 different colors. Um, this is the gunmetal slash carbon fiber. So this is the front and this is the back here. Now, I don't think this is like now V sticking. Let me break this down. V sticking is a sister company to Yeehee. So this is like the low end brand of Yeehee products. Okay, so don't think that this is some kind of clone of Yeehee stuff. Matter of fact, if you look right here, Yeehee ESS driver right there on the side. Hey, Stuart, I tried to come on and play with you today, but you weren't there. And you can see on the bottom, test sample right there. There's the USB port to charge. Now, turning this on, this is where the tricky part comes in, okay? Turning this on, you would think, oh, 5 clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, blah, 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 blah. 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14. Oh, it's broken. It don't work. Okay. This mod, which, like I said, it's not like any of the other. On this one, you actually hold the fire button for like 5 seconds, and then it comes on. Boom. There you go. V-sticking. Is all the mods that we've had have been like either there's a switch or there's a 5-click method, and it's like, damn, man, this totally broken. Send it back. See there, Wally World. You would think that, right? But that's not the case.
Richard said he got one of those at the auction.
Oh, you got one of these at the auction, Richard? Oh man, you don't even know. Now hold on. You may have gotten this one, Richard. This is the IPV Mini. They look very similar. This V-sticking is brand new on the market. I doubt they had the V. Now, if they had this at the auction, then good luck. I'd be surprised. The big benefit about this one is it actually comes with a rebuildable section. So that's the big kicker on this. Now, this has an auto mode and a DIY mode. Oh, well, if you got it, Richard, hey man, you got a damn good device. So far from what I've only used it today, I can't tell y'all, hey, it's the best thing ever. But I really enjoy the fact that it's got a rebuildable section. But I'll go through all the good and bads that I've found out on this so far. So far, really only one thing that I don't like about it, besides the way you turn it on, which I just showed you how to turn it on. So if you do decide to buy one of these, hold the fire button to turn it on. Otherwise, you're going to think it's broke. Even if you plug in the cable, it's not going to light up. So don't think that, oh, I'm just going to plug the cable in. It'll show me a charge, and then I know my chip's good. You got to turn it on by holding this button. And to turn it off, let's go through how to turn it off, because I don't think they've showed that either. 1, 2, 3 locks this, right? It's locked, so you can't fire or anything. This is for the pocket mode. This actually comes with a cover to cover your 510, so you can put this in, or your actual drip tip, so you can put this in your pocket. Now, I didn't get that in my box, but that's okay. I've seen that it does come with a cover, though, that you can cover this. Not a big deal to me. I don't care. So once it's locked, you just hold the fire button again, and then you'll see system off, and then it turns off. That's how you turn it off. And so when they send it to you, this is the way it comes off. So you can't figure out how to turn the darn thing on, and you get pissed off and go, I want my money back. And it's obviously just something simple like holding the button, which it pays to read. My auction wins shipped out today. I thought they shipped yesterday, Higgy. Make up your mind. But thank you for shipping it out. I
got a little
hope I
picky
get
there.
them before the. I know I'll get them before the end of the month, but yeah. I was just, the only reason we didn't pay right off the bat is because I was like, are they going to do another auction, or what's going to happen? I don't know. So I didn't want to go through it and then go, well, now she's got to ship out that. Then she's got to ship it out again. That would have been a pain in the butt. So we waited. Then we paid like, it was Monday or Tuesday, and it's getting shipped now. But I know they've been shipping their tail off, and so I'm not. Oh, you made the label. Okay, good enough for me, Jen. I appreciate it. All right, so now we got to turn this back on. We're going to hold the fire button. Boom, it's on. Okay. Now this is the same way as the IPV. If you want to, adjust your pump ratio, you just push the up or down button. Right now I got mine set to 60 at 25 joules, okay? I know y'all can barely read that. It is way out of focus, but that's what it says, and it says D1, which I think the D1 is a memory setting. To switch between the auto and the DIY mode, you hold the up and the down. And so you see auto mode right there. Well, you can't see it, but it says auto mode. And then it comes up and shows your resistance, 0.29. And there's my temperature, 404 Fahrenheit on P1. Now, I'll have to look at the manual to tell you what P1 and P2, the wattages are, because anyways,
Yeah.
now this is the most important part about this mod. If y'all pick one of these up, the DIY mode, you have to know the TCR settings. Is very important. And if you look in your manual, which this is going to be hard to read, right here, TCR setting. Look, step 1, it tells you how to get in there, blah, 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 blah. Step 2, TCR setting for the NI211, which is what I have in there, is 0.006. So you want to change that to 0.006. Stainless steel, 0.00088. And then titanium, and then NI200 over here. Obviously, if you're going to be using, temp control type thing, then that way it knows when to pump your juice, then you need to have some type of temperature control wire in there. So if you're doing now, if you're doing auto mode, it's going to be for those 2 coils that it comes with. Well, P1 is direct. Well, P1 and P2 it changes the wattage, Gale. So if you go to P1, it's going to be the lower wattage. P2 is the higher wattage. Now, if you look on here, where does it say it at? I think it's on the page before. I know it's on here. It tells exactly what the wattage it gives you for what. Blah blah blah. It may be on the other pamphlet I got. Press either. Okay, the range is 15 to 60. No. It's in here. It shows exactly how many watts it goes to, whether it be on P1 or P2, and it depends on the type of wire that's in there also. Oh, here we go. Right there, auto modes. Let me see if that'll focus. P1, 10 to 15 watts. P2, 20 to 25 watts. That is for the NI211. You see that? P1, 10 to 15 watts. P2, 20 to 25 watts. The stainless steel 1 ohm coil. P1, 5 to 6 watts. P2 is 10 to 12 watts. That's the big difference between those two, between P1 and P2. I always run P1. Seems like it's enough for me, which means I'm between 10 and 15 watts because I'm using the 0.3 NI211 coil in there. So when you go to DIY mode, now this may not show up very good on camera.
No,
Hey,
it's
right?
showing up good right now.
Okay, so when you go to DIY mode, let me get back to DIY mode. Come on. DIY mode. Why does it not let me change it now? It's probably like, oh, we already know.
Empire, yes, it's the V-sticking version.
Yes, this is the VSTICKING version. Why is it not letting me change it? I wanted to show y'all. Is it because I already had this coil set in there?
Did you read the manual?
No, dude, I've done DIY mode 1,000,000 times.
You just got it today.
Yeah, but there we go. 25 joules. There we go. There's your TC. Oh, wow, that is not going to show up. That says TCR. It's 5 clicks. Now, I don't know what I was doing. I was doing it wrong, guys. So once you hold the up and down, and you get it to say DIY mode. Right now it says auto mode. This is now we're going to go to DIY mode. Come on. DIY mode. There we go. So this is the important part. And once it goes back to the normal screen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to shoot your joules, your temperature, then Fahrenheit or Celsius, then your TCR, which is 0.006 for the wire I'm getting. Then you got resistance. The way to set this is you hold the up wattage button for like 4 seconds. It's going to read that coil, and now it's showing 0.3153. Once that's done, you're done. That's how you make DIY work. If you don't do that, it will start to auto pump and go crazy. And I don't, the what is it? Mike Vapes was like, it just don't work. It don't work. You go to you switch it to DIY mode. 5 click the fire button. fix your joules to what you want them to set at, and your temperature. The next screen is going to ask you for your TCR. In the manual, it tells you what the TCR is for Ni211, stainless steel 316, and nickel 200, nickel 200, nickel something. Yeah, nickel 200. You adjust the TCR for that. The very next screen is the resistance. It's got a big R on the right. You hold the up arrow and it will read the resistance of your coil, which you want to do while the atomizer is cool, because if the atomizer is hot, the resistance changes. That's the whole thing with temperature control. So you want the atomizer to be cool when you hold the up button. Now you got to be careful though, because what it'll do is if you hold the up button, it reads the resistance, and then if you keep holding it, it starts going up, because you can adjust it manually. If you know you're at a 0.35 or whatever, then you can set it that way. But if you're just trusting on the mod to read the resistance, as soon as it comes back and you see the resistance change, then stop. And after that, you got to let the screen turn off, and then you're set. And then the DIY mode works fine. I'm at 25 joules right now, and that seems to work great. Oh, I didn't show y'all the build decky thing. And why is that not working? Oh, I hit the wrong button. So here's the inside. This is a coil they actually give you. So it has 2 Phillips head screws, which I know this camera is not focusing very well. The airflow actually comes in from the side and goes down and up through a center hole right in the middle under the coil. So the airflow is actually coming right through to the center, which almost, you would think you wouldn't get good air, because it's got that coil is in there tight. It's in there tight. But hey, it's the one they sent with it,
Yeah.
so I was like, okay, I'll try it out. And you can see that wick is well saturated. I haven't had any problems out of it giving me dry hits or anything. The only big issue I have, there it is this cap. When you pop it on here, there's no stopper to it. So it'll just keep on spinning.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
you can just keep spin
Yeah.
that thing around
Like
and
with
around?
the IPV, right? When you turn it, you can, off, on, and it
Mm-hmm.
stops.
Mm-hmm.
This one does not do that. It just keeps on growing. And this
That's
this
interesting.
cap actually is kind of loose. I think they need to, beef up the O-rings on this, and then it'll be a lot better. But I mean, far as the vape goes, it's great. I'm actually getting 10 good vape off the thing, and I
So
have it in the.
if the O-rings are a little loose, have you noticed it leaking at all yet?
I have not. No, it does not leak. That's not the problem. What I'm meaning by the O-rings loose is the actual top cap where it slides down.
Yeah. Yeah.
It comes off kind of easy. I think it needs to be a little bit tighter. Um, I mean,
So
that's personal. I mean,
so
that's
here's the
like,
question though. I mean, if you grab it by the top and lift it up off the table, will the
uh,
top come off?
now if I barely shake it, it's gonna fall. Did you see that?
Wow. Okay,
Yeah,
that is very loose.
that's pretty loose. I think that, but this is like Ultima or something. Some
Gail's
very,
favorite.
yeah, I know, right? um, hey, I'm not now, Stina. I'm not telling you to run out and buy one of these. I'm not telling you. Yes, RS, this is rebuildable. The V-sticking VKsma is rebuildable. Now, SX also has one coming out. It's going to be the SX Auto. Now, the SX Auto, they're going to sell the rebuildable part separately, from what I understand. So you get the mod with the pods with the SX Auto, but you're going to have to buy the rebuildable section separately, which is well worth it to me. I would just buy the pods. I don't even care. Now, let me show y'all one more thing on this, which I should have done a minute ago. So here's this. Now, obviously, I can't even unscrew this because this top cap so I have to pull the top cap off to unscrew this. Here's the actual fitting. Now, if I take this one off of the IPV Mini, this does not fit. Does not fit. Or I cannot take the rebuildable section and put on it actually falls in here. If it just falls in there, there's no screwing this thing in. So that will not work. They're not interchangeable at all. Let me see if you can see the differences here. They don't even look that much different, but they are.
That one looks a little bit smaller.
Just and that's all. That's all it has to be. Just a little bit. It's enough to make it where it's like, oh, the damn thing it won't interchange. And I mean, I'm sure that was a strategic move so that you can't go, hey, well, I'll just buy this and I won't even buy the mod. I'll use it on my IPV Mini, right? So I think that was something they did on purpose so that you can't just swap them back and forth.
Now, what'll be interesting is with the SX Auto,
hmm
will that be a different size as well?
Now that I don't know the answer to. Now the other big thing, I do believe the SX Auto has more juice capacity than this one. This one has, I think it's like 2 mil. Yep. Wait, 3 mil. It says 3 mil for the US version and 2 mil for the UK version. The EU version is what they call it.
Hmm.
So I didn't show y'all the. I'm just going through. I didn't show y'all the bottle. Let me show you the bottle. Boom, there's the bottle, which is almost empty. Now they did put a little breather hole on the side, so if you got a needle bottle juice, you can just stick it right there in that hole and fill it up. It's not hard to do at all. And this just slides back up in there. I haven't had any leaking issues or anything like that. So the manual sticking to my arm. That's hilarious.
What?
Yeah, I'm leaning forward and the manual is like sticking to my arm. Keep picking it up off the table. But yeah, the IPV and the V-sticking VKsma, they're not interchangeable heads, so don't think that you can do that. I don't want nobody going, well, Scuba said that you could. No, I did not say that.
But you said that it holds 3 mil in the
Yes.
US.
Now I haven't measured it. I'm going by what the manual says. Now the only way for me to measure it is like empty it all the way out, get a syringe, and put 3 and see if it holds 3 in there. It does have a max fill line because it has that big plastic stopper, which you can get out. Now they didn't make it easy to get out. You almost got to just grab it with your teeth and pop it out, but you don't have to take it out as long as you got a needle nose. Like even Higgy's bottles, these needle nose tips like this will go right in there. Not a
Oh,
problem.
cool. Cool.
Yep. And since it has the little bleeder hole on the side, when you fill it, it lets the air out so you don't get that air bubble back up and start blowing up.
I know you covered this, but Roll Tide's asking, what's the battery mah?
The battery mah. Oh, good question, Roll Tide. No, I didn't cover it yet. It is 1400 mah, just like the IPV Mini. Exactly the same mah.
I thought
1400
you
mah.
already mentioned
No, I didn't. I just did. I just skipped it. But yeah, it's 1400 mah. Actually, I have a giant manual that y'all could probably see. Let me see if it's right here by me somewhere. I did have it right beside me. I got the V-sticking. There it is. Woo! V-sticking Auto Smart Kit. Yeehee ESS driver. Yeehee original atomizer core. Support DIY ADA atomizer. And let me see if I can show you all the inside of this, because this shows all the colors and everything. Here's the different colors. So mine is this one, the carbon gunmetal, which doesn't really look like that on camera, but I mean,
it looks more stainless.
yeah. But yeah, this one, the midnight black, that looks more like a stainless. I think they're talking more about the carbon fiber look on there. Diamond gunmetal. See that diamond? I don't have that. That's definitely this one. My carbon fiber is not this weird pattern. Now over here, this is the Yeehee SX638H chipset. There you go.
Ooh.
And right here, this tells a little
That's
bit
all their
more.
colors?
Yeah, that was the colors. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors,
What is
six colors.
the one that looks like it's got black and gold?
This one, that one's
Galaxy black.
Galaxy Black. Yep, Galaxy
No,
Black.
that's a diamond.
The diamond one's right here, and this is Galaxy Black. Here, I'll let you. There you go.
No. Galaxy black is the second from the right.
Yes, that is Galaxy Black. Right.
I keep watching the show and it's running behind.
It's okay. It's okay. So the ADA is 14 millimeters. I think one reviewer said it's 14 millimeters. I mean, now if you put it now, see, here's the coils. You get 1.3 Ni211, which is a nickel metal alloy. And then the 1.0 is stainless steel 316. And I love that it says rebuildable ADA atomizer coming soon, because it came. Now, when they release this, is it going to have the ADA? I don't know. I think this is just an old pamphlet, because the ADA, and I got a test sample, and it already had the ADA in there, so the rebuildable one. So I think it should be in there also. So the height, there's the height, 79 millimeters by 47, depth 18 millimeters. They also sell some pod kits and stuff over here. The VSO pod stick. They also have these mods. This is the VK530 box mod. Do not have one of those. Oh, I thought that said giraffe. Graffiti. Camouflage, carbon back, skull. What does a skull one look like? Ooh, that's like some fancy graffiti stuff right there. And then there it is, lit up V-sticking. So there you go. But yeah, so far it's been vaping great. Now I do know when I first did this, I didn't set the resistance correctly. So if you put it in DIY mode, it won't vape worth a crap. They actually include the 1 ohm ADA in the package. You're stuck with the 0.3 on the IPV unless you buy. Oh, you're right. You're right, Chris. This one actually comes with both. I know I showed y'all this, but I'll show you again. Now, I'm assuming that the retail package will look just like this. I don't know why they would change that. There's a 0.3 right there, and this is the 1 ohm. So you can actually see which one you like better and actually vape the one that you like, instead of going, I'm stuck with the 1 ohm. Both of them are 1 ohm. You know, this has the 0.3 and the 1 ohm, which is that's a good thing. And then I got the rebuildable atomizer, which I'm using to rebuild. I went straight to the rebuild. My IPV still has the original coil. Now,
Really?
the girls on Bitches of Eastwick, they have mixed reviews on this thing. Some of them liked it, some of them don't. I have not had any issues at all out of the IPV. I don't know why they had issues, man. I know even Speed was saying, "Hey, I blow through juice." Dude, mine works like a champ. Maybe I got a good one. I don't know. That's the original coil from like 2 months ago. And now I don't vape this every day. Obviously, I have other mods to vape, but when I went to when we went to Busch Gardens, this is the only thing I was vaping the entire time at the park, and didn't even have to worry about battery power. Now, I'm sorry if I sound a little sick, guys. I am coming down with some type of cold. I never get sick. It's very rare, so enjoy it while it lasts. But I'm not going to not do my show. Both of your IPV review samples have now broke. Damn, Chris, that sucks, man. I don't know why you had bad luck. I'm telling you, dude. Mine, I don't know about Speed, but mine has been working fine. No problem. See,
Mine's working.
DeMillan loves hers too. I mean, I think Chris just got some bad stuff. It reminds me of Jay Hayes. Man, they keep sending me the stuff. It's always broken or crap. Because that's what he does. That's what he gets. Now I went over to Mike Vape's video where he did a review on, not this, on the V-sticking mod, and he was showing that the DIY mode don't work. It works completely fine if you set the resistance the way it's supposed to be done, which it clearly states in the manual. Now, his manual does not say, all right, let me show you all this. His manual does not say VKsma. It says something like EIO pod or something, right?
What?
Yeah, his manual is different than mine. Now, in his video, in the title, it says VKsma, right? But when he's talking about it at the beginning, he pulls his manual out and it says EIO pod or something. And I'm like, okay, that's different. Now, when you go in here, it actually has very good instructions on first step, second step, third step. And this is actually where you go. This is the resistance I was talking about. You'll see that R. And then it tells you to hold the up watts, and it reads the resistance, and the whole thing will turn a block like that. That means it's read the resistance. You're good to go. If you read this, you can't. Oh, DeMillan. That's another thing. The pump on the V sticking is even quieter than the IPV Mini. It
Really?
honestly is. Yeah, dude. Let me see if you can tell the difference. I can't even hear this one. I feel the vibration. I cannot hear it at all. Oh, I've got this all the way up to the mic. Can you hear anything?
I just hear the coil.
That's it. Now the IPV, this one's quiet too. There, I got to admit, at first I could hear the IPV just a little bit, but now it's almost completely quiet. This one started off, all you feel, it feels like a really slight vibration, like your phone would vibrate in your pocket. That's what it feels like. That's it. And
Hmm.
I have the juice thing pumped way up. Now you got to think if you're rebuilding your own coils in here, especially a point 0.3 ohm, you're going to go through more juice. So you're going to turn up the juice, flow faster. I think 60 is high as it goes. Let me double check that. Yep. So 60 is high as it goes on the V sticking. I do believe it goes up to 100 on the IPV. Now, I do know for a fact, per Jazzy, that the SX Auto will have more features than this one has in the DIY mode. Like this one, the DIY mode, you set the TCR, you set the resistance. Now, I don't know what those other features are, but the SX Auto is supposed to have even more features that you can do in the DIY mode.
That'd be cool. I can't wait. I can't wait till those are released. I want to get one.
The Y-Star Levante RT. I won something at the auction called the Y-Star Levante Yardbird. No, everything that Jen sent, she sent it today. I'll probably get it like Tuesday or Monday or Tuesday. I think Monday. If it actually went out in the mail today, I should get it Monday or Tuesday at the latest. Uh, but yeah, so far this thing vapes great, man. I got no problem.
That's awesome.
I really, really like the fact that it's got a rebuildable ADA on top of here. Even though I don't like the top cap because honestly, you could bump this and turn the airflow off. You'll know because let me see what it looks like. You know what, to be honest with you? Oh, wait a minute. You can't even tell that the cap is closed. That's
Really?
not good. Yeah, you can't even tell. Wait, let me try it like that. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you can tell the airflow's closed. What it was is I turned the airflow right where the cotton wick was, so it was still letting air come through. But
Oh, okay.
if you turn it right on the airflow holes, you can tell that it's open. If you turn it against the metal, yeah, it's very restrictive, but you can still pull from it. I don't think it would be good. I think you would burn your damn cotton up. But
Probably.
the VKsma is supposed to be released sometime this month. RS, I can't give you an exact date or a real. As far as I know, they're going to sell between 90 and $100. I don't know the actual retail price. I do believe the SX Auto is somewhere around there also. Now, V Sticking is supposed to be the cheaper brand out of Yeehee and and their sister company. So you would think this one would be cheaper. So I don't know how it's going to go down. I know I do have plans on getting me an SX Auto either way it goes. I like the way that one looked. This one feels really solid. I like the way the back end is curved on this. So it feels really good in the hand. As where the IPV is squared off,
Yeah.
this one's curved. Much more
Nice.
comfortable in the hand. Much more comfortable in the hand. And it's just little things like that that make it like, oh man, this is nice. Because the curve fits in your hand right there. So you can just boom, 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 fire, fire, fire. No problem. I think their website is just vsticking.com. Maybe, yeah, that's it. I have a big old writing right there, vsticking.com. Maybe y'all can find out from there when it's actually going to be released to the public. It's going to be this month, though, sometime, from everything that I've read.
That's cool. So you actually got something before it's out on the market.
Yes, I got something before it's out on the market. I'm not the only one. Obviously, like I said, Mike Vapes did a review on it. He tried, but he failed. Um, and it's I'm surprised he even got the thing turned on, but he did figure out, I guess. um, you're out of all these years, every mod we've got is either instant on or 5 clicks on or something similar to that. This one is hold the button. It's like it totally blows your mind. It's like that's different. Okay.
Hmm.
So if you get one and you get it in, you have to hold the fire button to turn it on. Back off patrol for 5 minutes. Okay, Reverend. Now, if y'all haven't checked out Reverend Vapes, do that. Reverend Vapes actually does some really good reviews on YouTube. He's got some excellent camera work. I was watching his camera work. I'm like, damn man, I need to do some stuff like that. I got my light up way too bright. There we go. That's better. Um, the I don't know how he's doing all that. That takes way too much time to try and do all that intro macro camera shots and all that. I don't have a camera that will do that. Number one, that's the main thing. But yeah, y'all go over and subscribe to Reverend Vapes. That's some good videos to watch. I trust what he does because you can tell that he's not in it to make money. He's in it to actually let people know what's really going on about products, the same way that we do. Reverend does the same thing. So I really appreciate reviewers like that you can trust what they say. Because I'm sure if he gets something and it sucks, he's going to say, hey, it freaking sucks. There's Malachite. Malachite got his Fatality M25 in. He wants me to
Ooh.
do a build on it. So I'm going to be doing a build on a Fatality M25. Um, I have one sit ready to go. It's got coils in it, but there's no wicking in there, no juice in there. Oh, you're very welcome, Reverend. Um, there's no juice in it, so I can just put some cotton in there. The main thing about the M25 is coil placement, number one. Um, Whether or not you choose to use fused Claptons, that's up to you. I've showed how to make fused Clapton wire multiple times. If you haven't seen it in one of my videos, go check out Aries videos. He's got a really detailed video on how to make fused Clapton. Obviously, you can go for aliens or something like that. I think that aliens, for how hard they are for me to build, is too much work. I can do fused Claptons in no time. Done. Vertebrae, I have some vertebrae wire right here. This wire, which I don't know if it'll focus, but this wire it's pretty to look at, but wow, yeah, that's not going to focus worth a damn. But it's honestly not worth the hassle. It takes me almost 40 minutes to make that wire, to make where I can get 2 coils out of it. Not worth it because you're literally braiding wire. You're braiding wire. It takes forever to do it, and it's not worth it. It's really thick, which won't fit in most atomizers anyway, unless it's got some really deep sized posts on there. Otherwise, it won't fit. Joshua, what is up? Is this some dumb vaping show? How did I wind up in here? Yeah, Joshua, this is where we teach about everything like that. Yeah. We're going to start mixing some juice now. Next up, the recipe for
What?
bug crap. I'm just kidding. Uh, I have no idea what that is. That's the juice that he makes. um, I'm still vaping the Kraken. I put the Kraken on top of the cold steel. And the Kraken takes those stock coils that I bought literally like 50 of from the auction. So I'm going to be set on the Kraken for a while. It actually vapes really
Nice.
good. It vapes really good for a little stock coil tank. I
I've
mean,
heard the Kraken's good.
yeah, it's not bad at all. It takes the e bottom vertical, wait, BVO, ECO. I can't remember the name of the coils, but it takes those, and they're like .5s. Let's see if this is point. Well, this is still on .3. I don't know. Geez, I come in, busting my balls. Can I get banned? Yeah, Joshua wants banned. I hope I can't. Don't ban him though. I hope I
No,
can't break the
Winston
glass
said
in
no
this.
banning him.
At least it's got metal covering around the glass tank so you don't break it. Malachite. Once again, let me reiterate. I have not got the stuff from the auction yet. That is supposed to come in Monday. Monday, I should have all the auction stuff. One of those being the Fush mod. The Fush is a mech mod. Well, uh, it's not a full mech mod because it has battery protection in there, and it has LED lights. When you shake it, it changes color. That mod.
That still looks pretty cool.
It does look cool. I got the black one. Obviously, I'm going to shake it till it turns blue, and I'm going to set it to where I fire it. That's when it lights up. I think that's the best way to do it. I don't need it to be lit up over there. Oh, look, there's my mod glowing in the corner. No, I just want to be able to see it when I fire it. Light up my face blue. That'd be cool. When I first heard it was a cracking good tank, I thought something was fishy. Then I saw it ranked high on a scale of 1 to 10. Now the naysayers are green around the gills. Kyle, my Fush mod will be here Monday. What is she talking about? My Fush mod will be here Monday. What? What?
I think she's playing dibs on it.
She claims dibs on everything. All right, Malachite, are you ready? Do you have your coils ready? I don't want to start this until you're ready, because this is important that you get this build right. Otherwise, you're going to have leaky all over the place. Now,
Gail said that the Fush mod is well known for auto firing.
Really? Be careful. Well known for auto firing. Damn. Well, Gail, trust me. If it auto fires, I will let you know. I will turn that damn thing into. No, I can't. There's no way to do that. So if it auto fires, it auto fires. They sit there and boast, oh, the stuff is 2 minutes. Okay, I'll wait, Malachi. I think the stuff that they put on the outside, that where it says Fush, is supposed to be bulletproof.
What?
I'm not gonna sit there and shoot a gun at my mod to find out, but you know.
Oh, if it auto fires, do it.
There you go. If it auto fires, let's fire it and see what happens.
Yeah.
They're coming out with a mini one that lights up like the big one. Wow, Gary, I did not know that. I think they had the mini one at the show. They did. I don't know what size battery it. The mini one is an internal battery. I didn't want that. I want something I can take the battery out, throw another one in there. I'd much rather have a 21700. I think, is it 21700? I think it's 18650. Now, DeMillan says the Fush is super solid. Now, DeMillan was at the show, so she'd be able to tell if it's a good mod or not. I wish DeMillan would have got on when we were casting with Jazz. Well, she wasn't around, but if she was around when we were casting with Jazzy, she could have came on with the show and everything. That would have been cool. I'm so out of drink. I was looking in the SX Mini Brotherhood. Somebody posted a picture of their spade mod, right?
I just want to say we got to get our server on the ball. You're out and I'm out. She needs to get busy.
Our server? Oh yeah. Well, what about yours? Is yours busy? Huh?
Well, no. Hey, no. Mine's at work still. So.
Oh well, yeah.
I'm using your server. You better hurry up.
Use my server. No, I'll go get it myself. That'll give you plenty of time to talk. I'm all about giving you time to talk.
No. You're fine.
I'm only on my first drink. When I get to my second drink, I talk even faster. Then when you play me back at 2 times speed, it's even funnier. So this is my spade, right? This one I got from Jazzy a while back. This is actually, that shows like crap. This is actually a really pretty color. Oh, look at that. It looks so much better on that camera. So much better. Now, the one they posted in the SX Mini Brotherhood, I posted right up under it. And I said, mine don't look like yours. They're the same freaking mod. But theirs is beveled right here and right here. And actually where the atomizer is, it goes down right here so that you can only put a certain size on it. This one's not limited by that, but you would get overhang if you go too big. But I'm like, did they come out with another model or what? Because it's not like, and I actually have a battery in this. I just, look at that. Ooh, yee-hee. Yee-hee for the win.
So Yardbird's asking me a question here. So Yardbird, the driving's going really well. I started doing port work today, or this week. So I'm getting in and out of the ports.
It says bye-bye.
And I work typically work Monday through Friday, so I have the weekends off. So that 34-hour break, I don't have to worry about. However, I am working Sunday, and I'll get my max 14 hours
That
on
was the
Sunday.
hee hee logo. No, it is not a clone to Millen. I was just booting it up to show you the Yeehee logo, even though it didn't show up very good. Joshua, that's what I'm thinking. I think they came out with a version 2 of the Spade that I don't know of. I'm waiting for somebody to answer back in the group. Thank you. But mine is 18650. Oh, is that what it is? Fictitious? So they came out with a 21700? Well, there you go. Mine is a 18650. So if that's the 21700 model of the Spade, it makes perfect sense. I, they didn't say that in there. They just go, I love my Spade with a Yeehee chip. It's a perfect combination. They didn't say, hey, this is a 21700 Spade.
And
That's that.
Yardbird,
That's a
you're
big
correct.
difference.
Local driver.
You know, there's a DNA version of the Spade too. Now I don't know if there's a DNA version. Oh my God, that was so harsh. You go back to vaping the fatality, it'll kick you in the damn throat. Holy moly. Actually, it's because my throat's sore. That's what it is. Ah, the 21700. Thank you, fictitious character. So that's what it is. Whoever posted it has a 21700 version. I got the 18650. They're probably like, you got the 18650. Hey, beggars can't be choosers.
You got the old one.
I got the old one, but I got it at a good price, so I can't complain. Um, I'm I saw that Wendy and Jay stopped casting. They're not going to cast anymore.
What?
Yeah.
Dang.
I don't know if anybody. I'm pretty sure most of the rest of the chat knows. Wendy and Jay had a great show, and Jay would do. He had a really cool intro. Besides that, it's just like
Nice Yardbird.
every time that football season came around, you could count on their show to be around because they always had the football pools they had going on and stuff. But they decided to just give it up, and I'm like, why are all these casters giving up, man? I don't understand it.
Maybe they'll take a break and come back.
You would think that, right? And I completely understand that. If casters need to take a break and go, you know what, I'm done. I need to take a nice 3 month break or 6 month break. That's fine. But when you just go, I'm done. Now I would yeah, YouTube killed yet another show. There you go, DeMillan. This is my thing. YouTube, yeah, the monetization and all that of the videos, fine, whatever. Um, I've never done YouTube to make money. That's why I don't have like a gabillion subscribers. If I was worried about that, then I'd be worried about subscribers. But it's never been about that for me. So whether or not I got a million subscribers, I'm still going to do my show. Whether I have to do it on freaking Twitch or YouTube or
Ah,
VapeTube or wherever the
mixture.
hell it's going to be is going to be there. Um, yeah, they posted that they were done permanently. They put permanent. And I was
That's a
like,
bummer.
damn, yeah.
All right, you gonna build this thing? Go on build cam so you can build this thing. I need to go grab a beer.
Yes, I will. Are you ready now, Malachite? Once we get an answer from Malachite, we will break it on down. Let me make sure that it's lit up so we can see.
Is he still there?
He said 2 minutes. It's been way longer than 2 minutes. Fix the cam?
What's wrong with the cam?
Yeah, what's wrong with the cam, our thing? I don't know. We do it because we love it. Exactly, Gail.
Yeah. But I can understand that. After you've been doing it for so long, and you do it. He's placing coils now.
Okay.
But you've been doing this for a long time, and you do it pretty much every Friday. You really don't. You
No,
take
if I missed the show because I was
one or two a
moving.
year, but that's about it. Yeah.
That's it, man. Like now, like I said, I feel sick. My throat's killing me, but I'm not gonna miss a show. We don't always get new viewers in here. Most of the people are loyal. subscribers that watch every week regardless, which I really appreciate that. I know Speed does too. I just don't think that we're not reaching out and getting all these new subscribers. Now, a lot of the newer folks are not. It's harder to tell if they're of age to even be vaping. That's what I'm worried about. I don't want to
Yeah,
attract
true.
the non-vaping age crew, which some of the other shows do, and that I will not be a part of. I'm not trying to get some young
Well,
13-year-old kid to try to
the
teach them how to vape.
the content in the show is not geared towards young viewers,
Exactly. We
which is
don't we don't do content that would promote silly little kid activities. So that's why I think that we've kept that away for the most part. But so I know he's placing his coils. Um, oh man, Munchkin. Now that you bring that up, now let's talk about ECC for a minute. And I know Jazzy went to ECC. ST Vapes was at ECC.
I'm gonna
Um,
go grab a beer. I'll be right back.
go ahead. Um, Daniel DJ LSB was there. And we actually did live with Jazzy. Now, from what I could tell, I would say 95% of that convention was either pod systems or juice. And then number two, what really threw me off is most of the companies that had products there didn't even have them for sale. ST Vapes, new pod system, their AIO system, I should say AIO, I think it's an AIO, is not even available on the market yet. You can't buy one. Most of the stuff that was there, they only brought samples. You couldn't buy. Just don't become a meme. You couldn't buy the stuff that was there. DeMillan, I mean, honestly, most of the stuff that you saw, right? That they was it even for sale? It was like, hey, I really like that mod. And it wasn't there. It was Jenny at ECC. Jenny? Don't know, Richard. Um, Hardly anything for sale except juice. See, now that's not the way a convention should go, especially if they're charging money to get into the convention. There should be stuff that you can come in there and get a good deal on. I don't want to go to a convention to buy juice. If I want to buy juice, I can buy it online. I want to go there to see new products, new hardware that's coming out really soon and it's not even on the market yet for the most part, or show me a first run of it and say, okay, well, we're about to release this in a month or so, but we have 5 that we can sell. That would make me happy. I'd be like, really? You only have 5? I'll take one. Because the limited quantity of that and being able to get something quick before everybody else, that I'm all about that, man. That's what I want to do. But if they're like, they gave away most of the hardware. Wow. That's awesome, Jamila. Jeannie Fowler? Oh, yeah, I don't know. Stina, who contacted you today? Joe P? Don't tell me it was Joe P, Stina. Is it really Joe P? I don't doubt the fact that Joe P probably contacted you. Woohoo! Oh my God. Now, Woohoo did a show with me for a while. And I haven't heard from him a good bit. Now, I still have the same phone number, and he used to call me all the time, but he hasn't in a long time. And I don't, he was going through some stuff, so I kind of left him alone. But Joe, oh, you talk to Joe often? That's awesome, Stina. Yeah, DeMillan, that's sad. They're like, hey, are you a shop owner? Because then they'll try to give you, wholesale. Well, if you buy 20 of our mods, blah 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 blah. Um, yeah, and Gary, I've seen a lot of companies come and go that we actually used to buy product from, just in and out, in and out. And some of them have been around a long time, and some of them have pre-orders that can't never get the pre-orders when they say they're going to, and it ticks me off. But that's beside the point.
You're never gonna let that go, are you?
No, I'm not. Okay, take care, RS.
Night, RS.
So I'm gonna build the The Fatality M25. I hope Malachite's ready. Are you still placing coils, Malachite? I mean, if so, then I need to do this really slow.
Well, if he's still placing coils, maybe you need to, show how to do the coils too.
We vaped in there, but it wasn't cloudy because it was all pods. Well, that's only if you use the stuff they had. I'd vape the biggest mod I could just to make giant clouds. Yeah, I was like, it's not even vapey inside the convention center. Normally you go to a vape convention and it's clouded out in there. You can't see jack. Well, it used to be that way. The newer conventions, not so much. There was no people there. It's like, oh, you're ready. Okay, Malachi's ready. Good, 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 good. Here we go.
So before you get started talking, you can go ahead and go to the build cam.
Okay.
But so the trainer that I was with going through the ports, and he was showing me how to go through all the ports. So I typically, when I go to work, I use a pod. It's easy, it's portable, they last a while. And so today I actually brought my home setup with me. So I had the M25 on a G class.
Mm-hmm.
And I showed that to him because I'm going to be giving him one of my AVPs. I just ordered an AVP and I'm going to give that to him.
Nice.
Get him off cigarettes.
Hell yeah.
And so I showed him the my home setup, and then I took a big old pull on it and blew out a huge cloud. And he's like, "Whoa, that's cool."
No, Speed. Don't hook him by the cloud, because then if he gets a pod system and he blows out this little bitty cloud, he's gonna think, well, I'm not one of the cool
Nope.
guys.
He's already seen and used the pod system, so he already knows.
Oh, okay. So as
Yeah.
long as he knows the difference, I wouldn't want to, get somebody hooked on, or not hooked on. I wouldn't want to move somebody over from smoking to vaping to think that it's all about blowing clouds, is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
and I've already told him too. I was like, look, you try the pod system. If you want to try moving on to a tank and a mod, let me know and I'll get you hooked up. I got plenty of it.
There you go. Well, by God, welcome him to the club. I'm so happy when people switch from smoking to vaping. It's gonna just benefit them in the long run. They don't even know it, or they may not ever realize it for years that, hey, you know what? If I wouldn't have done this, I'd already be dead. It's just so much. You can't build like that. You got a HD cam. You need a cam like mine that only does orange. Josh, hey, this is actually not my better camera. This is my lower end camera. This is only a 720p cam. The other one I got is a 1080p. I didn't feel the need to buy the 4K one because I'm never going to broadcast in 4K. That's crazy. You got to have like Aries speed, 1 gig up and 1 gig down.
Yeah.
Then you can broadcast 4K.
Man, I wish I had that.
I do too, but it's way too expensive here. If I was in Georgia, in the right city, which is the ghetto, I could get Google Fiber, which is 1 gig down and 1 gig up for like 70 a month, which would be an awesome deal. And unlimited, no cap. That cap is important because even your cable companies, they'll be like, oh yeah, we'll give you 120 down and 100 up, and then they'll go with a 1 terabyte cap, which for me, I'm going to hit that. Most people know, but if I'm broadcasting all the time, yeah, you'll hit it, no problem. If you download a lot of files, broadcasting, anything like that, you're going to use up a lot of data.
Well, that's like with my phone. I've got unlimited data, and I'm kind of wondering, so is there a cap? At what point do we start going into decreased bandwidth?
You can find out from your provider. They'll tell you. Some of them, they'll say, well, there is no cap. And you'll be like, now, hold on. There's always a cap. When will my speed, because they'll say, but you got unlimited data. You'd be like, yeah, but when will my speed slow down? And then they'll go, oh, when you reach 2 gigs. And I'm like, okay, now you're telling me the truth. That's what I want to know. Don't feed me the bull crap about unlimited data. Yeah, it may be unlimited data, but it may be at way less of a speed. So, yeah.
Yeah, I've got my the accounts through my dad now. We're with AT&T, and he's retired AT&T, so he gets a better deal.
Ah, there you go.
But yeah, I told him keep an eye on the bill, see if anything changes, because I'm now running data stream all day long while I'm driving.
Ah, there you go. All right. Far as the fatality goes on the M25, these are 3 millimeter inside diameter coils. Okay, these are fused Claptons that I made myself. You want to make sure that number one, your coils are obviously not touching. And number two, you want airflow. These are the side airflow holes, right? You want airflow to be able to hit the side of this coil as it's coming up and also get air from the center. So you want to place them in such a way that you're not only getting air from the side, so you don't want to push them all the
Thanks,
way
Paul.
to the middle, because if you push them to the middle, you're going to miss this airflow. So what I try to do is I back mount up just a hair to where this will come right through the center. The airflow from the center will go right through, and then the side airflow is going to hit up here. And usually what I'll do is I'll turn my airflow on the bottom a little more than halfway, and then the top one a little bit more than a quarter, which probably isn't set right because I just barely
It
put
could
this
be the
on.
camera, but your coils look off center a little bit.
They look off center.
Yeah,
Well,
the left coil looks like it's pushed in further than the right coil.
is that better?
You didn't do anything yet.
I did too. Well, you're not watching. I'll give you a minute to catch up to speed. Anyways, catch up to speed. Yes, speed. There we go. All right. So as far as the cotton goes, I'm using some Muji cotton. Um, Muji for the win. So we're not going to do any Scottish roll or anything like that. This is going to be the simplest I can make it for you, malachite. And if you do it this way, you're almost guaranteed to not get a dry hit and not get any leaking. Now, you can make your wicks a little shorter in the winter because your juice is going to be thicker, but now when it's kind of warm outside and you're down south anyway, you're going to want a little more cotton than you normally would put in there, because it's going to, if you don't put enough cotton in there, you're going to get some leaking. This is the Fatality M25, Cassie.
And I just got to say, for those of you who are OCD, don't pay attention to where Scuba places coils. They're still off.
Oh my God. Anyways, so when I cut my cotton, I go in and I cut almost a ½ inch, which I'm not even on camera. Let's see if I can get this off on camera here. I'm going to cut right in here. You want enough cotton that's going to fill that actual coil up, but not be so thick that it's too tight and can't slide back and forth. So I'm just cutting through just like that, which leaves me that much on the a little bit,
Joshua said you
about
need to cram
half.
in about 3 pounds of cotton.
I got a lot of cotton. I got a lot of cotton, Joshua. Yep. So here we go. All right. So what I'm going to do with this cotton is I'm going to peel the outside layer off just very thinly, just the very,
You,
very thin
how much
outside
have you
layer.
had to drink? You can't even cut straight.
See what I told y'all? I told you, Gail, that I get ripped on constantly. Did I not say that? I get ripped on more than they do in their own show. So
I
once you
don't have
get
a
the
show.
outside, and once, no, Gail. Um, that's where I have mine for the M25. Got two 3 millimeter 4 core aliens. Ooh, 4 core aliens. There you go.
You know, dire thing. He just doesn't see in a straight line.
That's where you have yours, Reverend. Awesome, good to hear. So I'm gonna pinch the end down here just so I can get this through. Just pinching the end of the cotton. I'm gonna slide this through. Hopefully, if I get enough pinch in there. I like to pinch. All right, I'm gonna slide this through, and you should be able to slide this cotton through back and forth. It should have some firm pull to it, but actually not so tight that you have to. If you're pulling this and it's moving your coil over, like bending your coil over, uh, hey, three dog, then you know that you have this too tight. Okay. So once you get this evened out to where you got a pretty good amount of wick on each side,
So if it's too tight in the hole, the coils will move then, right?
if it's too tight in the coil, yeah, the whole, yeah, it'll move. But It'll also give you a damn dry hit because your liquid's not going to flow through there very good. So let me grab the other one. We're going to do the same thing. Peel off the outside layer there,
Are
outside
you gonna bow
layer
tie it?
there. Am I going to what?
You gonna bow tie it?
No, I'm not going to bow tie it. Oh, it's. I don't call this bow tie. It's more of a dam type system, but this is going to go a little further than the dam. Yeah, see, this one's the same way. Nice and tight in the coil. I mean, the coil's moving a little bit left and right, but it's not like yanking it. It's not pulling the coil. That coil's just a little bit loose in there. There we go. So once you get that, this is the easiest way right here, Malachite, that I can tell you, especially if you're using, these are Harbor Freight scissors right here. They cost like $5.99. I've had these for, I don't know, a year and a half maybe.
They're $6 because they can't cut straight.
They really, Speed. They still cut cotton as good as they did the very first day, but I only use these to cut cotton. I don't take these and cut wire with them or zip ties to open up different crap. I just use these for cotton, so they stay really sharp and they stay clean. As long as you're not cutting cotton with these that with like juiced up coils, you should be fine. Anyways, back to the
Look
subject.
like pruning shears, not scissors.
Now, if any scissors should work, but what I do is I place my scissors all the way against the base of the M25. I'm going all the way up against the base. I'm just going to hold these wicks straight and cut. All the way against the base, cut. Just like that. Make sure they stay in there straight. Just like that. Now, this may be just a hair much wick, but I would rather it do this way and it not leak on you, because if you put not enough wick in there, you're going to have leaking all over the damn place, and that's not what we want. So
Isn't that the
Malachite,
problem that
what?
Munchkin has though? It's
Yeah,
leaking
hers
all over.
a leak. Well, the problem with I do three dog. I think that the main reason that it leaks now is because of how hot it is outside. If you, it's not straight but close enough. Really? Are y'all really giving me crap right now? What the hell? Y'all just love messing with the scuba. I swear.
Of course.
All right. Anyways, so after you get to this point,
I mean,
whoa,
if you look at the cam, the way it's set up, those coils are so crooked. It's unbelievable.
there are not. This the whole mod is turned that way. What do you want me to do? Turn the
You've
mod
got a
sideways?
huge
It's
gap on the top one and a little sliver on the bottom one.
oh my god.
And did you burn
Is
those
that
coils in?
better? Yes, I've already burned them in. I've already done all that. I pre-showed that.
Did you?
Jeez, yes. I did that before the show. Now I can't see the show. Hold on. Why did my let me get all this fixed back up. Y'all just messing with me. All right, anyways. Sad. All right, I don't care. Y'all can, you know what? Y'all can kiss my tail. Anyways, I'm
Will they vape?
done. Build is
Will they
finished.
vape crooked too?
Malachi, whoa. How can you be done? I'm not finished. I'm trying to show you this step by step, and you went ahead. You jumped. Okay, if it leaks, it's on you. Now I'm going to rake these out. I swear. See, people like getting ahead, and then they go, "Well, my crap's leaking, man." Well, you the one that jumped ahead, like, "Oh, I'm just going to go ahead and finish this off right now." I rake now. The reason I rake these out, there's a couple reasons. Number one, it straightens all the fibers in your cotton so that it can pull up juice really easy. Um,
And
Number
two?
two, it thins this out. You don't have to have as thick as you do in the center. This part needs to be thick because if it's thinned out in the center of the coil, you're going to get that popping, pow, pow, pow. Okay. All right, Malachite, I'll give you some slack then. So this makes it a little easier to build down, or a little easier to put the wicking down in the juice wick holes when it's thinned out right here. Because if you leave it
So
full,
so you want it thinned down to put it in the hole.
I give up. Y'all are on point tonight with the damn. All right. Anyways, I'm just going to take both of these, flip them up, and stick them in the hole hard. All right.
You gonna shove it in?
I'm going to shove it in there. I may have to lube it some first. So there we go. My cotton's in the hole. And as you can see, there's just a little bit of cotton coming down here. You don't want to fill this whole section up, but you do want this top section completely full. If it's not, you're going to get massive, massive leaks. And if you have to put juice on there, the juice is going to make it expand anyway. It's going to make this expand, so you might be better off putting some juice on there before you even close this thing, which we're going to do anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I get it set up about where I want it to start off with, then I put some juice on there.
I think you're right, Roll Tide. Did you ever get a refill in for your second drink?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay.
Munchkin hooked it up.
Thank you, Munchkin.
Yeah, you was talking enough shit. She came down here and redid it. So there we go again. Now this one, now if it gets too far down here, you can go in here and push this wick up just a little bit to make sure. Now all you want is you want your juice to be able to come in and get under this cotton, because if the cotton is blocking this juice flow reservoir, it can't get in there to actually juice up your wicks. It's gonna hit like a dam. It's like putting a wall where your juice is, and it's got to hit the first part of the wall to transfer to the next part all the way through the center to the back of your coil. If
I
it's
know,
not,
Dexter.
if it's not
Apparently, the
all,
juice makes it
oh
grow.
my God, y'all are killing me. I'm talking here.
You're always talking.
Jeez, but I'm. This is important.
We're listening.
If the you. All right, I'm gonna put some juice on here. Nobody likes a dry hole. Y'all just want to have fun. Maybe I should start doing weird ass damn vape shows. That's what I should do. God bless, man. Y'all killing me.
Even Three Dog says never go in dry.
Well, I'm wetting the hole right now.
There you go. Get it good and juicy.
Oh yeah, definitely. Nilla nuts, of course.
Now, everything, he's just not used to it. I haven't been around much for the last few weeks, so.
Yeah, they're just giving me shit. That's fine. All right, now that I got some juice on here, we're going to fire this. And I'll do this multiple times and make sure that your tip here, this plastic, don't touch your coil head, because it's hot and plastic will melt to it and you'll have a really nasty vape. You don't want that. I usually do this like 3 or 4 times just to make sure that nasty cotton taste goes away. You don't want that. Wow, this is really fogging out the camera.
Yeah, I can't tell you.
These ohm out around 0.23. Every time I do fused Claptons, which is a dual core, this is all Canthal, they end up right at 0.23 every time. Between 0.22 and 0.23. I don't even have to look. I mean, it's literally always that. So let's make sure my cotton's correct.
Yeah.
And then we're
Actually, the fan is blowing a lot of the vapor away from the camera.
That's
so
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fan's on rotate right now, so it blows it away when it feels like it. Okay, as you can see now, the juice is starting to thicken up this wick, so it's actually sealed all this up really good. And we're good to go. Now we can screw the top down.
So the wick is getting excited and bigger?
It's too bad the coils are crooked. Y'all can kiss my ass. I'm telling you right now.
Now, since the wick has grown, is it still fitting in the hole okay?
It fits fine. Yeah. Oh, well, okay. Now I got to put some. Now I have my juice flow turned off, I think. This is black, so it's hard to see. There we go. The juice flow is completely turned off inside there. We're going to fill this up.
So Malachite said he did Alien, ohming out at 0.15.
0.15. Ooh, man, you're going to have to crank up the watt. Is it 0.15 because it's stainless steel, or is it 0.15 because it's just a freaking low as hell build? If you're that low, you're probably going to want to crank the wattage way up. But no, do not fear, because the fatality can take as much wattage as you can throw at it. Now I'm putting this.
Yardbird, when it comes to Scuba's coils, it's not out of line to talk about crooked
The
coils.
coil looked fine, y'all. The camera's crooked.
How's the camera crooked?
The camera's just crooked, trust me. All right, so I'm adjusting my airflow down now. I got the top one a little bit smaller than the bottom one. And now I got to get all this juice off where I was sitting there squirting the crap out of it. And then we shouldn't have any leaks.
And Three Dog is wanting to know, are you doing the keto thing again?
Yes, I'm doing the keto damn thing again. I've already lost 5 pounds since Monday.
Nice.
I haven't measured. I measured myself yesterday, I think it was, and yeah, I was down. I was down. I was down 5 pounds
Oh,
already.
he's still fine, K fine. I haven't gotten
Um,
into that point yet.
so getting a good vape at 55 watts, really that low a wattage? Well, malachite it should be very, very flavorful. It should be like the best flavor tank you've ever vaped. If you're getting that, then you're good to go. If you're not,
And
then
not leaking.
adjust it. Oh my gosh.
What?
There we go. Woo! Ketosis is death.
Oh, hey,
It's
it
not
is
John Q.
6:15. It's 6:15 my time.
I know we got to do
Giveaway?
at 120 watt. Damn, Reverend. Reverend's building low, man. It sounds like an Aries build right there.
Wow.
0.08 at 120 watts. Most of the time, I use my fatality at 75 watts. Right now, it's at 65 watts at a 0.22, which I told you it's always 0.2 or 0.22 or 0.23. Right now, it's showing 0.22, which is fine. And it vapes like a champ even at 65, but 75 is my preferred. It's a little bit warmer, but it really brings out the flavor. Um, I posted a picture over in the QP Design Facebook group of like most of my fatalities all lined up together. It was pretty cool. I thought, oh, nobody's got this, right? Like 3 other people have, the one guy had 9 of them lined up. I was like, daggum.
Nine fatalities?
Yeah, I was like, do you even QP design, bro? Right? That was the title of it. And they're
Wow.
like, yeah, we do. And they freaking so I was like, wow, I'm not the only one that loves a fatality, apparently. Well, I know a lot of you guys do, but when you get that many of them, you know they really like it, or they wouldn't buy that many of that tank.
So
That just
Three
goes
Dog
to show.
said you might lose 2 more pounds if you get a haircut.
3 Dog, okay. I know my hair is getting long. It is very long, actually. Um, Yeah, Stina, Nilla nuts. All right, and you bring up a good point. When you vape a juice for a long, long time, you will get kind of tired of it. I don't care, and I love Nilla nuts. Don't get me wrong, but what I usually like to do is I'll get a tank and I'll set it up with some kind of fruit or melon vape. And
That does sound good, John Q.
Munchkin hates melon vapes, but some kind of fruity vape, and I'll vape it for like I don't know
I'm trying, K fine.
5-6 hours. Then I'll go back and hit the Nilla nuts. It is like so much better. I can't even begin to describe it. It's almost like your taste buds get a reset. And then you go back and hit the Nilla nuts and it's like, oh my god, that's so good. I don't know. I'm hooked on it. I'm hooked on it.
Munchkin says she really wants the melon.
Yeah, melon is evil. Yeah, yeah, she don't like any melon. Watermelon, honeydew, cantaloupe, you name it.
Oh, she loves honeydew. I know that.
I got Nilla nuts and menthol. That would be strange, John Q. I've never tried Nilla nuts with menthol. That would be crazy. Um, I have honeydew in the fridge right now. She won't touch it. Won't touch it. Oh, I remember that, Josh. Josh did have a pecan caramel pie. I forgot what it was called, but he did have a pecan caramel pie. And then the bug crap. The bug crap was an interesting juice, which was way before your time speed. But bug crap, it was like this mixture of flavors, and depending on what wattage you set your device at, it would change flavors.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so like you do 15 watts and taste like something, strawberry, raspberry, whatever. Then you move it up and you would taste something else. And move it up more, you taste something else. I know you do, Stina, and I'm not going to bug you and be like, Stina, give me the recipe. No, that's your thing. That's fine. I got no problem with it. I shared, but you didn't. I'm just saying. Honeydew watermelon is delicious. Yeah, I like it, Reverend. I'm with you. That juice called Feast of the Undead or Feast of the Dead that Big Bang makes is a mixture of honeydew and watermelon and I think dragon fruit. It's actually really good.
Ooh,
That was
yeah, that
one of
does
the
sound good.
juices. That was one of the juices that I got off of cigarettes and started vaping. That was like I think that was the first juice that I put in a dripper. That was my first dripper I ever bought, which was like a Igo WL. It was the little bitty crap dripper on top of a oh my god, I can't even think of the name of that mod, but it was the crappiest mech mod ever made. It has the worst battery drop ever. A Chi-Yu, and I'm sure it was a Chi-Yu clone. Trust me, it was a clone. But yeah, that thing had. When I checked it on the volt on the Coalmaster for voltage drop, it was dropping like 2 to 3 volts. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm gonna do the giveaway in just a second, Dolores. But thanks for reminding me. Yeah, that Chi-Yu was crap. And then I think I got right after that I got the Nemesis. Now the Nemesis used to be a big thing that all of us, all the old school folks probably owned a Nemesis. The lock ring was crap on it, but it was a good mech mod for back in the day. And it is amazing to me to see the change. I even have a Nemesis over here on my stand. I have an authentic Nemesis, but it only takes the small batteries. I don't have the big one. But the make mods have come so far, and you think, oh, it's just a tube, right?
John Q, you would think there's giveaways, but we haven't done any yet.
You had a Nemesis clone. It was crunchy. Stina, exactly. The H cigar ones were okay. H cigar, that's an old name, but they did make this mod, which has a DNA 250 in there. I'm just saying. Um,
No, Dolores, I've already mentioned it to him a couple times.
Look at Josh. The recipe is for sale. That is messed up, Josh. That is messed up. Oh, damn.
So are you gonna do the giveaway?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the giveaway. I'll buy the recipe and then I'm gonna call it scuba crap. Scuba crap instead of bugs crap. Bug crap. All right, let's do the giveaway. Let's see. Control giveaway. There it is. For T Max, this is going to be for a $20 off coupon, which I never filled out the winners form. I'll do that tonight.
Uh,
Um, $20 off coupon off of a $24 order or more. I do believe they still have I think it's the strawberry donut on sale. So make sure to check out vapingwatch.com. Get all your favorite juices. You're going to sleep, Gail?
Night,
Wait a minute,
Gail.
Gail.
Have a good one.
You don't even sleep. And I stayed for your whole show.
No, she sleeps like 3, 4 hours a night.
No, I'm not giving the fan away, Three Dog. Wow.
You don't trust me, Three Dog. You don't want that fan. And the blue one's not actually his.
Yeah, the
It's
blue
just
one's not mine. It technically is not mine. The white one is Scuba's fan. It still works, but man, that thing sounds like a jet engine when you turn it on. It is no joke.
DeMillan said she'll give you $3 for it.
Yeah, that's probably all I would get in the auction too is $3. I would love to see a bidding war on that fan, and I'd be like, that fan is not worthy. That fan is not worthy of y'all's bidding war. Trust me. Wow, it's 223. Okay, I'll give y'all a break, Stuart. I appreciate y'all staying up as long as you did. Anyway, the only thing with drinking the alcohol while you're on keto is it kind of stalls your keto. Yeah, you have to burn off the alcohol before you get back on the keto, but I gotta have that at least on a Friday. I don't, I don't do it any other day during the week, and I'm already losing weight. It's like night and day difference on what I'm eating right now. I'm actually starting to feel better because you go through when you first start on keto, you go through this slow, tired as hell feeling, and then it's once your body starts realizing, oh, I need to burn off the fat and stuff, it switches, and then you start to pick back up, and you're fine.
Mm.
I did not finish the haircut story. Three Dog, I'm just saying, yes, I need a haircut. Yeah, keto flu. There you go, Stina. My hair does need cut. It is way too long, which y'all can't tell because it's just kind of slicked back right now. But if I didn't have gel in it, it literally would be come to the side, and I would look like Clark Kent or some shit. So yeah,
Mm.
that's not good.
Pickle juice is good.
Yeah, I like pinkle. I like pinkle juice. Yeah, I like pinkle juice. I can't even talk
Pinkle
right now. Yeah,
pinkle juice.
I'm just gonna call it pinkle juice. Why not?
Oh, I could so go
Pinkle juice
somewhere with
is
that,
good.
but I won't.
Oh, for those of y'all that don't know, I'm now an admin over on the SX Mini Brotherhood. Thank you to Jazzy Jack.
Nice.
He did promote me to an admin. From what I understand, now I don't know how far this is going to go, guys. I can't tell you for a fact that I'm going to start receiving Yeehee products, but Carrie from Yeehee added me to the reviewers queue. And if you're on the reviewers queue, usually what happens is when they get a new product, they send it to you for review. If that happens, I will be doing, instead of a live show, I'm going to do separate reviews for each
Cool.
Yeehee device. Because, and whether, like, hey, and no matter whether it gets sent to me or I buy it, I'm going to tell you the truth about it. It's just
Let
the
me know
way
when
it
you're going to
goes.
record, and I'll dial in and heckle you
Oh,
while
yeah,
you're.
yeah, of course. Heckle away. Heckle away. I got no problem with that.
And speaking of heckling, you've been stalling now, and it's almost 6:30 my time.
Milo, congratulations. What have I been stalling for?
Oh,
Oh.
oh, you've already done it. Okay.
See, he's talking crap and he don't even know what he's talking about.
Yeah, no, no, I see. Just had to go there. Hey, Tandy.
Hello, Tandy. Well, if Three Dogs here, Tandy's going to show up. Oh, you would cut my hair in a hot minute if you were there. You have clippers. I think Three Dogs been drinking.
Hey, Three Dog. I'd be more than happy to cut his hair. I can style his hair the same way I do mine.
Get Munchkin to fill out my form. Yeah, I'll fill out the form. I'm just being lazy. Your hair is shorter than mine. No way, Three Dog. Your hair's always been longer than mine. You talking crap now?
I don't know. Is yours down to your shoulders yet?
Okay, well mine is grayer than Three Dogs. Hell, it's grayer than most people on here. The only person that's got me beat in gray hair is Speed, and that's because
Yeah.
his complete beard and mustache is gray. I still got a little bit of color going on.
Yeah. No, and what little hair I have is pretty well gray now.
What little? Yeah, I think you're right, Yardbird. Am I going to get a commission for the ones I sell during a show? Dave, that would be a negative. I would not even take a commission if they were going to pay me for mods that were sold during my show. That's not what I'm about. I'm not trying to make money off people, man. I mean, when people donate to the channel, that's fine and good. I mean, I use that to buy more mods to review for you guys, but I'm not going to charge a company to review a product. I'm not going to go, hey, if you pay me, I will move yours to the top of the queue or whatever. Number one, Yeehee would be the only one sending me products, so I'm not going to have a backlog. When you get Yeehee and Smoke and um, Geek Vape and all these other companies sending you products, I can see where that would be an issue. Where you get a backlog of products and there's no way, and you actually get paid to move a product faster in your review queue. Now, as far as my reviews go, they're not going to be like no super duper heavy duty review. You got some grays. I think Jen and David from e-cigs may come near this town very soon. We may have to do a show live with
Isn't there a vape
e-cigs.
show there coming up pretty soon?
Yes, there is a vape show coming up here in Richmond in October. I think they're coming before that vape show though. Now, I don't think that that vape show is going to be any big vape show like ECC. Well, I mean, was ECC a big show? Uh, the venue was, but they didn't have. There was not a lot of people that showed up, and you know, you got a big downfall when you have a convention and they change. All right, you get this convention. They charge these vendors, right? Yeehee, Geek Vape, all these vendors have to pay for their booths, right? And it may be 1,500, 2,000, depending on how big a booth you want. That's how much you pay. If you want a 40 by 40 space, you're going to pay big money. So why then after that, which all the vendors that pay for this space should take care of the convention center, why after that do you then charge the public to enter said convention?
It's all about the money, dude. You know that.
I know, but that's what's making these conventions so light now. There's no people. There's you go on the convention and you're like, damn, where's everybody at? And it's because they're like, I'm not paying no $25 to get in the freaking door. And it's like, and then you go in there and it's 90% pod systems. Get the hell out of here, man.
Well, let's see. The pod systems are juice, one or the other.
And the one, if this one in Richmond, I haven't been to hey, Lethal, if this one wasn't so close, I probably wouldn't be going to it. But since it's so close, I'm definitely going to go there. Um, it's just ridiculous because I think, okay, see you, Malachite. Wow, you're setting up
Bye,
early.
Malachite.
Yeah, DeMillan, I agree. ECC was empty, and ECC has not been empty. And the reason I put, where's vaping going or where's vaping headed is because of the fact of what I'm seeing more and more of. Now, I know the rules are getting more and more stringent into 2020, which who knows what's going to happen. Are they going to try to shut down vaping completely? I don't know. Maybe they will. I don't think the vaping community is going to just disappear, though. There will be other venues that we can get a hold of. Now, whether or not we're going to be able to buy stuff online or what we're going to be able to do, I don't know the answer to that question. It remains. We got a lot of organizations fighting for our right to vape, and I hope that we win. I think there's substantial amount of proof. I mean, what right are they basing their whole thing on of trying to shut vaping down? What are they? Because they obviously grouped us into the tobacco category right off the bat. They were like, oh, that's tobacco. No, the hell it isn't, but whatever. And why are they trying to shut us down completely? Because they can't make money off of it. That's plain and simple truth.
Yeah.
Pharmaceutical company, big tobacco, all them guys, they can't make the government, they can't make money off of it, so they want to shut it down. If it's not filling their pockets, they don't want it. I mean, what are we going to have to do? We're going to have to start selling juice and then take 10% of said sale to go to the government, and then they'll leave us the hell alone? I don't know. Whatever it takes, if it's something simple like that, then that's what we should do. But I think we need an organization to step in and propose something to the government to say, hey, if we do this, will y'all get off our back? And if they say no, then you come at them with something else. If we do this, will you get off our back?
Yeah.
Or will you get big pharma and big tobacco? It's hard to go against them companies because those are major. You can't go against big pharma or tobacco. They got pockets that are never ending. So good luck with that.
And
We got a
Munchkin,
lot.
that's
There's a
that's
lot of
absolutely right.
vapors now. Aussie. There's a lot of vapors now. So I think the more in number that vapors grow, I think the more that the knowledge is going to spread throughout the world that vaping actually does save lives and that we can make a difference in people's lives and stop letting all these people die. What, 1,400 people die per day from tobacco-related deaths. 1,400 people per day. Not per week or per month or per year. Per day. Per day. That's bad, folks. That's bad.
Yeah, and there's a lot more people that aren't smoking now than there used to be too.
Oh yeah, and I love every minute of it. Everybody that's getting over to vaping eh, and changing their lives for the better, and it's just what the hell was that? It's just getting so much better for them, and now the people that do these crazy things, whatever. Um, we're taking, yeah, it's worth, yeah, exactly, Jim. You're right. We're not filling their pockets. We're taking money from them, which is, it's technically the same thing. We're not letting their pockets get full because we're keeping the money from them. If they didn't even know about it, then they wouldn't even worry about it. Oh
Jamil,
yeah,
you're right.
hey Higgy, I completely agree. 18 billion, that's what they've lost in taxes. Good Lord. They've lost a lot of money and they're not going to stop fighting until they. But this is the thing. We don't have enough money as vapors, even collectively as a group, that we can put out a commercial. These stupid freaking commercials with the Muppet freaking things on there are getting on my damn nerves. Um, to where we can say, hey, this is the truth about vaping. If you want facts, here's facts. Bam, 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 bam. Instead of just saying stuff on a damn commercial and expecting people to believe it. Because that's what they're doing. Because what proof do they have to say, oh, vaping's bad for you? This is why we're trying to take it down. Where's their proof? We can show proof. They can't. I don't get it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're making me think of there is one company that's, promoting vaping, but
Mm-hmm.
it's the company we don't want promoting it. That's
Ah,
Juul. They're putting
well,
out all those commercials and it's just pissing me off.
well,
But at least they're not showing young people. They're showing older people.
yeah, even if vaping was taxed 100%, it wouldn't be enough to recoup the 18 billion a year. You know what? Hey, take
Yes,
that
Jamil, you're
18
right.
billion and they can not make one nuclear warhead. There's 18 billion dollars. No, I wouldn't say it's 18 billion. How much is okay, one F-14, F-16, that's what? 12 billion dollars to make one of those? I'm not even sure about the pricing, but something similar to that. It's ridiculous how much them damn things cost. One less plane, we'll be fine. By the way, um, oh, Malachite left. We're gonna have to find out during this show. I wanted to know how good his fatality was vaping. This thing, look how clear that looks. And this is well steep Nilla nuts, by the way.
Is that the fatality or the M25?
Speed, speed, speed. Do I have to give you shit now? They're
Yes.
both called the fatality. This is the M25 version of the fatality.
Thank you.
But it's still a fatality.
Yeah, but they're two different sizes.
They are. One's a
One
28
isn't.
millimeter. I hope they come out with a 30 millimeter fatality. That's what they should do
Ooh.
next. Yes.
It'll still fit on the G class, so yeah, I'm good with that.
Hell yeah. Somebody suggested it in their channel, and I hope they take it and run with it. Make a freaking 30 millimeter fatality that's similar to the 28 millimeter. I want that bayonet style click click pull off
Yeah,
for a 30
yeah,
millimeter. Oh, that would be the shit right there. That would just tickle me
that would
pink.
be.
And I'm thinking about that mod that we talked about, that fatal that they're coming out with. My
Uh,
big hang up on that, and you're like, it's not for me. It's not really for me either, because the main reason that draws me back from it is single battery.
yep.
And not only that, the original ones are going to be 18650. Now, the ones after the first run are take 21700s, but then again, it's still single battery.
Yeah,
And I
I hate
hate
no
having to carry
battery.
spare batteries with me. If you're vaping 75 watts, even on a 21700, after a couple of hours, you're going to need to change that battery. I don't like having to carry spare batteries. I like taking mods with me that I know are going to last 6 to 8 hours a day, where I don't have to worry about changing out the battery midday.
Yeah.
Um, Let me vape this too while I'm at it. And I got that when I got this, I guess I was at full battery, and it's still almost at 90% battery. But I got to tell you, the RBA section for this is just as good, if not better, than the stock ones that you get with the IPV Mini. I will say that. Um, Obviously, it depends on what build you have in here. This is a standard coil. This is not even a Clapton or anything, which I will be doing. I just didn't have time to for tonight's show, but I'm going to get a fused Clapton or something and put in here that I can get a decent ohm ratio, and I'm going to do the DIY thing, and I'm going to
Oh,
set the resistance and the TCR. Bam, done.
do that for next week. I want to see that.
Do that for next week? Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll be here, but I'll watch it afterwards if I'm not.
Yeah, Josh, that whole it's and I don't the CBD thing now. Okay, this is the big difference, Josh. CBD actually helps people with seizures and stuff like that, and keeps their nerves calm and all that. These people that are dying are getting THC cartridges. The
Yeah.
THC is what they use to drug test you. I mean, that's the thing. THC is for drug testing, and I guess they think if they vape the THC that they'll pass a drug test. But the
It's
problem
still in your
is,
blood. It's still
yeah,
in your blood.
yeah, it's still in your blood. So even though you're vaping that stuff, these aftermarket bullcrap, what are called dank vapes and whatever it was, those are the ones that are killing people, and it's the butane that they're injecting in there to extract the THC that's killing the people. And I don't understand why all these news stories and these people posting that they're going to ban vaping or make a campaign to ban vaping, and it's got nothing to do with vaping. It's got to do with them making poor choices. That's what it does. They shouldn't. It's almost like going and buying some crap off the corner street guy and thinking, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna eat this muffin that this guy made on the street corner. I don't know, from Adam's apple, or even say you're just trick or treating and somebody gives you fresh food out of their house. You don't know what they're giving you. I don't know if
Nope.
there's never been a moment where I've when I was little, when I was trick or treating, if somebody gave me an apple, there's no damn way I was going to eat
Nope.
that apple.
Nope.
No damn way. Chicken my ass. I don't want to die from somebody else's bull crap. Wow. Exactly, Dave. It's the same thing. You go, as she said, some old lady when they went trick or treating invited them in to sit down in their house and all that. Yeah, you don't take stuff like that from, when you're trick or treating, you don't take weird or candy
No.
that you think may be questionable, even a broken wrapper. So why would you go buy this stuff on here and you're thinking, oh, it's in a sealed package, it must be good? No, 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 no. They can sell you anything nowadays. They put a nice wrapper on there and go, hey, here you go. This is good stuff for you. And then you freaking die from it. And then you got all these people on the news complaining, blah, 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 blah. Oh my God, I can't even, I'm so pissed about this, man. It's so bad for
Oh,
vaping.
Ian's saying that Steam Crave is coming out with a dual 21700 mod with the e-heat chip.
Ooh, I'd be all about that, Ian. I'd be all about
Yeah.
that. Steam Crave, I got the Steam Crave. This is made by Steam Crave, isn't it? Yeah, the Titan.
Yeah.
This, I really enjoy this mod. This is the big 418 650 mod. Obviously this ain't one you really want to carry around in your pocket, but it's got a centered 510 and it'll hold the biggest tank out there right now. So that one I really enjoy. So if they're coming out with a dual 21700, I'll probably want that too. Um, I thought Scuba was hearing from God. Roll Tide. No, I'm just trying to blow off some steam It's really just personally how I feel about this whole thing. It's gotten really bad. It's gotten really bad. And I from when I started vaping and every convention I went to, it literally the first few years I went to conventions, you literally could not walk down the aisle because there was that many people there. You were bumping into people the entire time. It was like elbow room trying to get through. Now it's completely empty. Why is that? Is it because they're scared of the new regulations that are coming out? Is it because the venue, the actual convention center are only selling pods? Is it because they're charging an entrance fee? What's the cause of all the people not showing up? Or is it because people now know that they can go online and buy everything they need and they don't need to go to convention? I don't know about everybody else, but personally I like to go conventions for the social aspect. I like meeting people there that are from chat or that I know from vaping or just a vapor in general, just to meet other people. It's not all about what they have there, but the actual social part. So if you go to a convention and there's only 50 to 100 people in the freaking convention, that ruins the whole social part of the convention. I mean, even if we made a convention and go, look, there's no vendors here. We're just all going to get together and have a freaking great time, and that's what's going to happen. I would go to that.
Yeah,
I'm, you
yeah,
know,
that'd be cool.
it's just like, why, man? You think it's a combo? It may be, Scorp. It may be a combo of all that. Um, because they don't have awesome after parties. You've never been to a convention. Well, Dolores, unfortunately, the conventions now seem to suck. The older conventions were great. They were packed full of people. Um, it's because it's too damn expensive for the vendors. It's not worth the money or the time to go. Higgies, I agree with that. Um, Obviously, you can't make back the money you invest for your booth if nobody comes
Right,
to the
Jamie.
freaking show. How are you going to make the money back that you spent for your booth? How are you going to make it? You got freaking 100 to 200 people to come to the event. You paid 2,000 for your freaking booth. You got your cost of goods plus whatever you're selling it for, plus the little bit of profit you're going to make because you already have to sell whatever you're selling at a cheaper price because you're at a convention. So you're cutting into your profit margin right there. You'll never make your money back at a convention. It's mainly about the whole B2B thing. Whenever a vendor goes to a convention, it's about the B2B because that's when they can get their name out and hand their business cards out to all these other wholesalers that are coming around. You just go, hey, this is my business. This is what we do. This is what we sell. We'd appreciate if you buy from us. Blah blah blah. That the whole B2B thing. That's what it's mainly about. So anyway, that's my 2 cents.
So Ian's talking about something called the Hadron,
The
and it's got an
Hadron.
optional 25 mil squonk bottle attachment. That would be cool.
Yeah, there's so few mods. What the hell is that? That sounded like an explosion outside. Um, yeah, I also got another mod. I just bought off Jazzy because I could. I have the Wismac Tinker 2 coming in blue.
Oh,
Um, yeah, and it's another waterproof mod, believe it or not. I saw them showing that at the show where they dipped it down in water and stuff. I like the display on it. It's a nice color display. We'll see. I got it for a good price, so I can't complain. I didn't hear anything. Hold on, guys. I got to make another drink. I will be right back, and we got 10 minutes left. So, speed, entertain the peoples.
oh, gee, thanks. At least he gave me a little bit of warning this time, but I have no idea what to say. Dom Long, it very well could be, the FDA pounding on his door and he's not understanding that. Oh, and Munchkin, that vape camping trip, that would be awesome. I don't think I can make it, but that would be awesome. That'd be a lot of fun. Um, so Munchkin, you were talking about doing something. Or have you worked on that anymore? Or you thought about that anymore as far as setting up that trip? Because that would be cool. Yeah. So Cassie, Venus is doing well. So she's been busy working. I've been busy working as well. Uh, New job, new career. Been doing a lot of learning. So it's all going well. We've had a lot going on. We did have one of our dogs pass away about 2 weeks ago. So one of our bulldogs, she passed. But they're getting old. Yeah, I would love to go to a vape event and see some good mods. I just don't want to go and go to a vape meet and or convention and see just a bunch of juice and now pod devices. I've been into a lot lately, but even still, yeah. And Munchkin, you need to do something to that vape camping trip. That would be a lot of fun. Yeah. Yardbird, I don't have a CB in my truck either. So I have not gotten into all that. I don't even know if they still do all that lingo. Thanks, Dolores. And he's back. You got your
Yes,
drink
I'm
in
back.
hand?
I have a drink. I'm good to go. See,
Cool.
I'm really wondering. Now, I'm not saying everybody that left casting is bad casters. I'm not saying that at all by any means. We had a lot of great casters that left and just haven't came back to cast. But I think we need, especially the great casters that were out there that don't cast anymore. I think we need them to come back, man. We need the exposure, if nothing else. It don't even matter if you do a show about jack crap. If it's just about vaping and you come in to hang out and have a good
Right,
time like
Yardbird.
we do in here, and I know I try to put in some content, but if you can just do a show just to have people come in and learn about vaping and get off the cigarettes and learn that when you vape, you're not going to die from it and it's actually better than smoking, at least it's spreading the message. The less casters we have on YouTube or iVlog or Twitch or wherever, then we're not getting our message out to
Munchkin,
people.
what are you waving your hand about?
Some cabin or campground, I don't know.
She's waving her hand about something. I don't know
Helen,
what that is.
Georgia. Ooh, Breeze. Helen, Georgia is a great place to go. You can actually go tubing in Helen. I don't know if that's what you now, depending on what
Ooh.
time of year you go, you obviously don't want to. Um. Okay, Stina, y'all have a show about bitching. Stina, you know what? You're bitching during your show, which is great, but you're also talking about vaping, whether it be a little or they're at least seeing people vape. And I know if people see you vaping, they have a question about vaping that they will ask y'all, and you happily answer it. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. So
Yeah, and somebody mentioned I need a green screen and I just need to clean my office.
ah, that's as yeah. I need a green screen too. I mean,
Yeah.
but it's so weird about the whole green screen thing, and you can barely see my vape stand behind me because it's so far back. But if I take down anything from my background, I get bitched at. Um, that's why, and I'm surprised nobody said anything. But there's one main thing missing from my background, and nobody said anything, and that's the only reason that damn thing sat there for that many years. because I got bitched at when I took it down. But
Where's
I
Iron
will.
Man?
I'll have to. No, not the Iron Man.
Where is Iron Man?
I have Iron Man in a box right outside in the garage. Where am I going to put him?
Would you put Iron Man up there?
Did I not put Iron Man? I thought I brought him in here because I was like, Speed's gonna bitch about Iron Man. Maybe I didn't bring him in here, but I have Iron Man close by. Um, and Stina just said the one thing that I was talking about: the damn slot
Slot
machine.
machine?
The slot machine, dude.
That
I,
takes up a lot of room.
I, I put that on my desk one day as I was cleaning up the office, and my son wanted to play it. And I took that down and I got, holy crap, where's the slot machine? Where's the slot machine? Where's the slot machine? I had to put it back and it sat there ever since. Where's my puppy?
Munchkin said there's room on the shelf. She'll help you rearrange it. You can get Iron Man up there.
Three Dog, I think the puppy is upstairs with Munchkin. Bella? Yeah, she's gone. Bring it to me. I need it. You want to play the slot machine, Stina? It's a Tekken slot machine. I had an Aladdin slot machine, but that thing got destroyed somehow.
Right, John Q.
I had to put an actual potentiometer on the volume. That freaking thing was so loud you could hear it a half mile away. That slot machine was loud, and it had music that played. It was cool music, but it was way too loud.
Yardbird wants to know where Waldo is.
Hey, you got to find him, Yardbird. You got to find Waldo. I should do that one day. Be like, hey, if y'all can find such and such, then I'll give away something or something. And y'all will be literally trying to blow up my screen and find. That would be a good game to play. Besides the Vape Detective, which Tony did that. That was a freaking love
That was a
Tony.
lot of
I
fun.
love watching that show. That was freaking awesome. It's sad that we lost Tony, but I never could figure out how to do the whole distortion thing, or I would have done it myself. But I can't. I don't know how to do the distortion thing and then bring it in clear. Ah, I did play Quiplash and all that online. That was fun. That's always fun to do. We may do that again someday. Where's the minion? Really, Stina? I'm going to show you how long this is going to take. Dadgummit. It is inside my Fabergé looking egg. The minion lives in there. The minion lives, Stina.
So you put this thing that she spent a lot of time and effort making for you.
It's got
You put
rubber
it
bands.
into
What am I going to do? Hang it on a tank? I don't want to get
you put
messed
it
up.
into a fake Fabergé egg.
Hey, I like my Fabergé looking egg thingy. It's got pretty
Yeah,
jewels on there.
but you put this thing somebody put a lot of effort into and into something that's fake and not
Stina,
real.
I still have both of them. What do you mean I still have it? I have two of them. I don't know where the other one is. It's around here somewhere. But that one I keep by itself on purpose.
That is pretty cool.
It's freaking Xbox. I don't know, John Q. I haven't. My Xbox is still in the box. I haven't unpacked it.
You got an Xbox?
Yeah, you knew that. I've had Xbox forever, dude.
Oh, I did not know.
Yeah.
I only knew you had Sony.
No, I had Xbox first, and I finally convinced myself to get PlayStation. And there was one big factor in that whole deal. The Xbox, when I played World War II Zombies, there's parts of the game where you have to read a map that's right in front of you. The Xbox would never focus on the map. I'm like, really? Focus. And I would back up and come back in, back up, come back in. Sometimes it would, sometimes it wouldn't. PlayStation never had an issue, ever. So I was like, after that, I kind of got hooked on PlayStation because it's just
So
the graphics work better.
Three Dog wants to know what you got in your pocket.
Right now, my pockets are empty except one rubber. I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah.
The PlayStation was an accident. That technically was an accident. I got it to see if it was better. And it was a what is it, a Black Friday sale. That's why I got the PlayStation. How bad is the
Yeah, but
fatality leaking?
you said you were going
Oh,
to send that back, and you never did.
Y'all want to see how bad the fatality's leaking? Not a damn drop. Not a drop. The Millen. This is the one I just built. I was about to show you this one, which is another one, and it's not leaking either, but this is the one I just built, and it's not leaking a drop.
You're in trouble.
What'd I do? What'd I do? I didn't
You
lie. What do
lied.
you mean? It was, oh, it was an accident. It was an accident.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Speed had connections with Sony. And I was like, Speed, I need a PlayStation. He was like, I'll hook you up. See, that's how it happened. Y'all just don't know.
Yeah, Munchkin, that is not true. And Munchkin, yes, I do remember that.
John Q, I was exactly like you. My hands were tuned to the Xbox controllers. I literally, when I went to the PlayStation, I was like, oh my God, this is so much smaller. I couldn't get used to it. But once you play it for a few hours, you get used to it, and then it's hard to go back to Xbox controllers. They're so much bigger. And I've been playing the Oculus Quest so much. The best game I've played on the Oculus Quest, well, I won't say it's the best game, it's the longest game I've played on the Quest, is called Shadow Point. And it literally is a game about you go around solving puzzles, which I like puzzles, but it's about you got to do a shadow. Like say a light shining over here, you'll have to hold a square box, and then the shadow from the box projects against a wall, and you have to line it up just right to where it fits inside the square, and then it unlocks that part of the puzzle. And you have to do that multiple ways, and sometimes you got to make stuff flip upside down. The puzzles get harder and harder every time, but yeah.
Joshua wants you to show him how to make a coil.
We don't have time, Joshua. If you're serious, I will do that for you next week's show. I promise. I think he's full of crap because he couldn't.
Ugh.
How could he make juice if he couldn't make a coil?
Munchkin, I thought you were going to say you drank the last of his cock.
Reverend, exactly. See, he's got one of his two fatalities been sitting through the summer with half a tank of juice, 70/30, and it's bone dry. If you build them correctly with the proper amount of wick in there, they should not leak. Now, if you take this thing out in 90-degree sun, um, I will, Dolores. Um, then yeah, it's gonna leak. You got to think of it like motor oil. When you heat up motor oil, it thins out. It gets really thin, and it will leak out past your coil. It'll leak out past your cotton and come right out the flow. Build the rose. Three Dog, the rose is coming whenever we get Vic together with Aries and I don't know. I think Speed has one too. Maybe Speed's
I
got to get
no, I
involved.
I've got one, and it was sent to me for the purpose of doing that.
Okay,
I
good.
just
So
I just can't guarantee when I can, what Fridays I can be on the show or not.
hey, I'm understand. I'm understand. He left the rose in Georgia. No, I still have the rose, Aussie. I wouldn't do that to you guys. Hell, here's the block to actually take the tank apart for the rose. So I still have the rose too. So yeah, RS Three Dog is in here. She
I've
actually
got that.
graced us with her presence for once. Anyways,
Oh, I thought I had that. I've got the rose on my desk somewhere. I gotta find it.
yeah,
It
you
is here.
got it. Well, anyways, I'm gonna be checking out this V-sticking mod throughout the week,
Here
guys.
it
I
is.
will let y'all know how good or how much I like this even more throughout the week. I honestly I'm telling you I like the vape from it now. It's just as good as the IPV, but I don't want to say, hey, this thing works flawless, or I don't know if it's going to auto fire or anything yet until next Friday. But I think since it's got a Yeehee board in there, it's going to be the same as the
So Scuba,
IPV.
just so you know, Munchkin marked the box as Desk Addies and the rose.
Yeah, it does say that. Disc Addies and the Rose. It does say that right on the box. It's right behind me, actually. I know exactly where it is. Mal loves the fatality. Sue, I'm going to go check it right now. All right, guys, we're going to bump off here. Thanks,
All right.
everybody, so much for coming out.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
And Speed also, as always. And, we never know when we're going to get to catch Speed, so it's good having him in tonight. And hopefully he'll be here next week. If not, no biggie. The show must go on. we'll catch you guys next week. Y'all have a great weekend. Stay safe out there. As you can see, we did not die from the hurricane. It already came through here. We had a lot of wind, a little bit of rain, no biggie, nothing bad. But we'll catch you guys next week. Y'all have a great weekend. Peace out.
Bye.